Hey everyone, Matt here with the Pagan Temple, and this is another Temple Talk. Today I want to talk about something that's pretty common in the pagan community, and that is loneliness. Not the romantic kind, not even the I wish I had more friends kind. I'm talking about the specific feeling when you're exploring paganism and you look around and realize you're just doing this alone. Maybe you're the only pagan you know. Maybe you've tried to connect with other pagans online or locally, and it just didn't click. Maybe you found groups, but they weren't the right fit. And there's this quiet voice that you start asking yourself, is it me? Am I doing something wrong? Will I ever find my people? If that's where you are right now, well, this video might be for you. Here's a truth that nobody talks about enough. Finding your people takes time, and that is normal. I know that's not what you want to hear. You want me to say that there's a secret trick or there's a perfect community just waiting for you if you just look in the right place. But the reality is that building genuine spiritual community is hard. Running the pagan temple community is difficult. It just is. You're looking for people who share your spiritual path or at least respect it, are at a similar place in their journey or willing to meet you where you are, have a compatible communication style. Now, that's a big one. Share your values around things like cultural respect, inclusivity, and just honestly, people you just vibe with. And I know that's a lot of boxes to check. And in a spiritual path that's already pretty niche in its core, where we're all spread out all over the world, where there's no central church building that you can just show up to on Sunday mornings. Yeah, it takes time. It's a little confusing, a little convoluted, but that's okay. That doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It doesn't mean you're not worthy of community. It doesn't mean that you're weird. You might be. Who cares? Or you're new, you're different, or to anything in particular. It just means that you're looking for something real, and real things take time to build. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat this part. Being isolated on your spiritual path is hard. It's hard when you have a question and there's no one to ask. It's hard when something amazing happens in your practice and there's no one who gets why that matters. It's hard when you're struggling and you can't talk about it with other people physically around you because they don't understand this whole pagan thing anyway. It's hard watching other pagans online who seem to they have these amazing communities and friend groups, and you're just sitting there thinking, how did they find that? Why can't I find that? I see you. Your frustration is valid. I was there too. Most pagans are in that same spot or were in that same spot. But here's what I want you to remember. Those people you see with these amazing pagan friend groups, most of them didn't find them overnight. They built them slowly over months and even years through trial and error. I've known many pagan communities that were built up and collapsed, and new ones came up out of the ashes. What builds these communities is showing up consistently, even when it was awkward, through failed connections and false starts. You're not behind, you're just in a different chapter of the same story. We're all on a path, and we're all walking our own individual paths. While you're in this season right now of searching, here's what I want you to focus on. One, keep showing up as yourself. Don't try to mold yourself into what you think the pagan community wants from you. The right people will appreciate the real you, I promise. Number two, start small. You don't need a whole coven or a massive friend group. Sometimes your people is just one person who gets you. And that's enough to start, just having that one friend. Number three, give it time. Real relationships do not happen in a week. Show up consistently, contribute genuinely to the conversations, and let these connections develop naturally. Number four, remember that online community is real community. I know we all wish we had an in-person pagan friends down the street, but the connections you build online, those count too. Those matter. Those are real connections you can make with real people all over the world. And honestly, sometimes online community is where the best connections happen. I've met some really great people online. Okay? Because you're connecting based on shared values and interests, not just on your geographic proximity. Which brings me to something I want to offer you. If you're looking for a place to start, if you want a community of people who are also navigating this path, I want to invite you to the Pagan Temple Grove. The Grove is our Discord community and exists specifically for people like you, new pagans, experienced practitioners, people exploring different traditions, people who have questions. We love questions. People who just want someone to talk to who understands. It's not perfect, no community is, but it's genuine. It's welcoming, and it's full of people who remember what it felt like to be where you are right now. We've got folks who can answer questions, sharing resources, and just being there. We've got people from different paths who act as mentors. We've got people at every stage of their journey. We've got different traditions represented. If you're on a fringe tradition, you're practicing these different traditions that aren't quite as popular, I invite you to come to the Pagan Temple Grove just so that we can learn from you as well. It's not going to solve all your community loneliness overnight. Remember what I said about real things taking time, but it's a place to start. It's a place to show up, and it's a place where you can ask the questions you're afraid to ask anywhere else. Link will be in the description if you want to check it out. Look, I can't promise you'll find your perfect community today or tomorrow or even next month. What I can promise is this: you deserve community. You deserve people who understand your path. You deserve spaces where you don't have to explain yourself. And those connections, they're out there. They're waiting for you. Keep showing up. Keep being genuine. Keep searching. Your people are looking for you too. In the meantime, you've got a place here at the Pagan Temple in the Grove. If we're not a good fit for you, ask me. I may be able to recommend another community that would fit you better. You're not alone, even if it feels like you are. I hope to see you in there, and keep being the best part of the Pagan Temple and what we do.